New at 6, some people in Sun Prairie just want to get to the doctor, the grocery store, or school. Instead, they often find themselves sitting and waiting.
A city-sponsored taxi service, which families and senior citizens have relied on for years, is struggling to keep up with demand. Tahlil Mohideen shares how city leaders are dealing with what they consider an emergency.
In a place where demand for rides to important places is high, so are the wait times for a taxi at Colonial View in Sun Prairie.
Unfortunately, some of them have had to cancel their doctor's appointments.
Staff at the senior apartment complex say the city-funded taxi service has been helpful over the years, but lately it's been unreliable.
We learned that there was only one driver that was going to be available for our shared ride taxi service.
Staffing shortages are often leading to 2-hour wait times over the past few weeks. Meanwhile, reduced hours means no rides in the morning or early afternoon, when most people here need to get to the doctor.
That's why we're treating this essentially as an emergency situation.
Sun Prairie hired Running Inc. to provide its rideshare service a few years ago. The pandemic impacted things, but it's gotten worse recently.
We understand the severity of that, and we are using literally every lever that is available to us to try and get back to a state of normalcy.
The city's first approach is to pay the company more, hoping the extra cash will attract more drivers.
Just simply since that's who we have the contract with, and we want to be able to exhaust that option.
If that doesn't work, the city is considering hiring an additional taxi service or pay people who have to find their own rides. But that option is a last resort.
One, that's a very logistically difficult program to run in-house, and two, that still requires folks to pay a full amount for a private fare up front, which some lower income folks, that's just not a possibility.
Still, it may come to that in a city where there's growing demand to find a fix. In Sun Prairie, Tahlil Mohideen, News 3 Now.
Sun Prairie is also looking at longer-term solutions like partnering with Madison Metro to create bus connections in that part of Dane County.